Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will basically show you how you can do batch processing of images to actually remove the background inside Python. So we will be making a exe file. We will be converting our Python file to exe, and we will be doing batch processing of multiple images to remove the background. So you will see in my app.py file we have a series of JPG, PNG images present, and they have basically a background associated with it. And now I will actually run the script right here, app.py. So what this Python script will do, it will automatically detect all these images, and it will create an output directory where it will remove the background and it will store it one by one. It will do batch processing, multiple processing of images, and remove the background. And now if I execute this Python script right here, I write here python app.py. So just see on the left side guys, it will actually create a folder, output images automatically. So one by one, it will actually remove the background. So if you see, the background is removed. On the right hand side, if you see the preview of the image guys, all the backgrounds have been successfully removed right here. All the images that you see, this is actually the background that you see, the background is removed. So it's that easy guys to actually create this batch processing script which automatically does the task for you. And if you have a lot of images present inside your parent directory, you can run the script and it will automatically one by one remove the background. It will create a new folder. It will contain all these images which doesn't have any sort of background. If you can see that background has been successfully removed here. So we will be looking at this script, how to make this free script. It doesn't use API keys guys. It is totally free. You don't need to pay any sort of fees to do this process. It's completely free. And I will basically show you a package that I'm using, which is Rembg. This is a tool guys, a library you will say. Rembg is a tool in Python in order to actually do this process. And there is a simple command that you need to install, this pip install Rembg. This is their GitHub page, and we are actually using this package to do this batch processing of multiple images. So what I will do is that I will simply delete this folder and create the script from scratch. Just make a app.py file guys. Just make sure that you have Python installed on your machine and simply type this command to actually install this. So pip install Rembg. This is the actual name of the package guys, pip install Rembg. You just need to install this, and I have already installed it. So now to actually code this, we first of all need the operating system module, which is required to actually save the images or get the current working directory. And then from this package that we installed, we need to import one module of this, which is remove. So we are successfully invoking that, and then we are actually making a function which is main function, which we will call. So once we are in the main function, if you see in Python there is always a main function. We will make this function. If name is equal to main, we will actually call this function which is main. So here we are simply calling this function. So now we just need to do the processing here. So first of all, we will get the current working directory. So how we can do that? We can create a variable here, and we will get the current working directory using this operating system module, which is get current working directory. So we'll simply call this function, and it will return the path of the current working directory. And now in order to create a new folder, we will simply use operating system.path.join. We will pass the address of the current working directory, and inside that we will create a folder. You can call this anything. I will call this output images. So this folder will get created guys using this method, which is make directories. This is the function which will actually create the directory automatically for us, and exist okay to true. So this simply means that if the folder already exists, then do not create, do not replace it. This simply means that exist okay to true. And now guys, we will loop through all the files, all the images which are present in the root directory to actually remove the background. So for file name in operating system dot list directory, so what it will do guys, if you see all the images are present, and it will loop through all the files present, and it will only detect only the image files. So here we just need to provide the extensions here, only the JPG files, JPEG files, and PNG files. So all the three extensions we just need to filter out. So how we can filter out? It's very easy. First of all, here in this argument we need to provide the address, which is current working directory, we need to say. And right here inside this loop, we will have a if condition, which if the file name starts with, this is a function in Python guides, sorry, not starts with, ends with. So if the file name ends with, and we will actually provide here various extensions. First will be .png, .jpg, and .jpeg. So here we have provided three extensions, guys. So if any of these extensions are there, then we will process our file. So we will simply say input path, and we will simply say operating system path join method, and we will join this file name like this. So this will actually print out the path. If you just do that, print it, and input path. So let me create a file.txt file, guys. So just to clarify, that file.txt will not get printed out. If I execute the script here, python app.py, so it will basically print out all the, it will create the output images folder, which will be empty, nothing is done. But if you see, it has printed out the path here of every image file, jpg, png, and this also is jpg and jpg. So it doesn't print out the path for this file.txt. So this is exactly what we want. We only need to filter out our images. So after doing this, guys, we now need to provide the output path. So this will be simply operating system path join output folder and the simple file name that is there. So this will be the output path here. And now what we need to do, guys, we need to open this with the open function. We will open the image file, which needs to be processed in read binary mode. This is a flag here in Python, and we will read this inside again open. We will open that output path where the file needs to be saved after we remove the background, and this we will be opening it write binary mode as O. And what we will do, guys, inside this, we will read the data. We will use the read method to actually read the actual image file in binary. So i.read, and then what we will do, we will simply create output data, and it will actually call this method here, which is remove from this library package rembg, and it will actually remove the background from that input data. We'll simply pass it as the argument, that's all. So now we can simply save this o.write, and we will simply write the image file by passing the output data. That's all. So this is all that we need to do, guys. So it will one by one open the image files, read it, and then it will remove the background and again save it to that location. And after all the files are done, we can basically print out a simple message in the screen that all the files have been done. So just outside this for loop, we can write a print statement, all images processed successfully. So now this is a Python script is ready, guys, and now let me show you to run this script here. Let me delete the output images folder. So if I basically run this, guys, python app.py, so just make sure in the left hand side it will create a folder one by one. It will process the images, and it will see background is removed here on the right hand side. So it will do the batch processing, guys. If you see, it will basically process all the files which are present and created a new output folder. So now, guys, we will basically convert this Python script to exe file, so that we don't need to manually write this python app.py every time that we want to execute this. We can convert this into a exe file, executable file. Let's suppose you are selling this code to someone or distributing it to other client which doesn't have Python installed on your machine, so that they also can use this tool without needing to install Python and this package. So this package we will install, guys, which is PyInstaller, PyInstaller. So this actually converts your Python file to exe. Very important package. Simply install that. I've already installed it. So this basically have a command PyInstaller dash dash one file. And if you want to do this in the background, there is an option called as dash dash console. And then you need to give your Python file, which is app.py. This is a file command, guys. Just pause the video. PyInstaller dash dash one file dash dash console app.py. And if you do this, it will now convert your file to exe. It will create a build folder and a dist folder. So simply invoke this. So you will see instantly it created a build folder, dist folder, and it will bundle and package whole your code into a exe file, so that you can distribute that exe file over email, or you can send it through any means to your source client. They can use the app without needing to have Python installed on your machine. So in production, guys, in production wise, we make applications, we bundle it into a exe. So essentially it's a desktop application that we made in this tutorial to actually batch process multiple images to remove the background. So once the compilation is over, you will basically see a exe file which is created in the dist folder, and you just need that exe file. And I will just show you how to use that exe file. Simply open that. Automatically it will do the task for us. So it will take some time. Just wait for the compilation to be fully over. And if you have any sort of doubt, guys, you can purchase my full source code with directory structure in the source in the description of the video. You can purchase it using PayPal in United States dollar or Stripe in Indian rupees. So both the payment links are given in the description of the video. So if you have doubt, you can purchase it. But I have showed you step-by-step instruction here. So once it's completed, it will print out a message that your file has been generated, exe file. So for the very first time, it takes some time, and after that it doesn't. So if you are executing it for the very first time, it will take round about 2 minutes for the compilation to be finished. So it is just bundling all your Python modules into one file, exe file. So the size of the exe file will be larger, around 150 megabytes. So it totally depends upon your application, what application you are building. So the bundle size of dependency. So if you are using a lot of dependencies, then the size of the application will be larger. So now you can see that, guys, it has been completed successfully. If you see the message, and if I open the dist folder, guys, you will basically see this is actually a app.exe file. It's the application that we converted our Python script to. The size is 157 megabyte, so size is bigger. And what I will do, guys, here, I will simply here delete this output images file, and also I will delete this build folder. You don't need this build folder, simply delete it. You only need the exe file. So this is your application. So I will simply cut this file, paste it in the root directory. And now if you run this exe file, guys, it will automatically detect all the images in the current working directory. Wherever you need to run your app, simply paste your file there, exe file, where all the images are present. And now run this file, simply execute, and now it will automatically create that output folder. And it will take some time to remove the background, and you will basically see that output folder will be created. So just wait for the process to finish, and then it will automatically close after it has done the operation. So just wait for the operation to be fully over. So now guys, you will see that it has created that output underscore images folder, and one by one it is batch processing it. So all images processed successfully and it is closed automatically. So you will basically see all your images are, their background has been successfully removed here. You can check it. So in this easy way, guys, you can build out this desktop app which automatically batch processes multiple images and remove background in Python using this Rembg module, and we compiled it to an exe file using PyInstaller. So this was a complete tutorial, guys. Hopefully you will like this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video.